The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Marty in Worcester, Mass. Hey, Marty, what's going on?
Hi, Mr. O'Brien. Got a quick little thing here.
Yeah?
It's called patience and perseverance.
Okay.
Patience. I heard a goddess yelling the magic silent word, and methinks I must be smelling pokey money round the world. Perseverance. When markets roil like stormy seas, good traders seek safe port. In financial times like these, you need Tom O'Brien's gold report.
You are too much, Marty, man. That is so cool. Well, listen, man, I really appreciate that.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. So everyone's having a great day, safe day, great weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. This is a quote by Marlo Giordano. Be strong. Go with your heart and believe in miracles, because anything can, and I'm going to add will happen. It's a beautiful thing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 152, NASDAQ up 34, S&P's up 17.5, gold contract up $16.40, trading at $1,217 an ounce. Silver up 36 cents at $17.07 an ounce. Platinum up 22 bucks at $1,179 an ounce. Copper down 2 pennies at $2.71 a pound. Light sweet crude up $3 at $52.20 a barrel. Bonds, you have the 10-year down 17 ticks, 129.12. 30-year off 2 full points at 163.22, and King Dollar up 399 ticks at 97.20. The euro's down 27 at 1.043, and the yen is up 51 at 119.48. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? And let's go to the world of the S&Ps. Whoa, how did I do that? Boy, okay, that's way too big. We go to the world of the S&Ps. Okay, so we take a look at this S&P, and what we're looking at, folks, is this. I'm going to put this first off on a daily, and what you're going to see is this. Now, this is really cool how this market's setting up, and this is what it is. I'll put on the intraday first. Okay, so intraday, what we're doing is this. We had our first, basically, shot sell down at 2 p.m. this afternoon. Market had, futures had been down 13 points, 15 points after the job report. Bottom line, you got a reversal. Market goes topside. Guess what? This is a really unusual setup. And when I say unusual setup, what I mean is this. Now, yes, I'm bearish, no doubt. So I guess that's going to be prejudiced towards that point. Not on purpose, but that's what's going on. So what we have here is this. You can take your choice coming into this close. You're either going to get a last engulfing, and what a last engulfing is that you start at lows, you go up to highs, and you're at the high of the market. That's a bearish occurrence. The confirmation on that is that the following day you close lower. So that's one setup. The second setup is that you're going to get a rejection of higher price, and you have lighter volume. So in those two scenarios, which is really unusual when you're coming into a close, we're going to have one or the other, and they're both bearish occurrences, folks. That's what the bottom line. What the SPY has done, the SPY, has got up to this level out here of 208 point. Okay, so we got to 208.45. That 208.45 was going right into the highs that were generated on March 30th. It couldn't handle the downdraft that was out there from the 25th of March, okay? Bottom line, we'll see if we get a back down coming out of this. You get a back down coming out of this, you're going to have a failure with higher price. with lighter volume. And right across the board, we're going to have lighter volume. It's going to be dramatically lighter volume, too, by the way. We're going uptown with 80 million shares versus 160 on the way down. That's on your S&P. If we go over to the NDX 100 and you look at the 3 Qs, what you're going to see inside the 3 Qs is this. 3 Qs we've done 18 million shares, and 18 million is going into 41 million. So bottom line is that they get price going here, but you don't have the volume behind the move. And I suspect we're probably not even going to see the price behind the move as we get in here, because volatility is out here, and it's out here in spades. So we'll see where this shakes out, though. And we'll go through the bonds and the currencies. You're going to see the volatilities there. The IWM, the small caps, got to 125.48 today. Now, that 125.48 got over the highs that were generated on March 30th. And March 30th, we had done 20 million shares. We've done 14 million right now, and it doesn't even look like it's going to be able to hold that. Right now, we're at 125.04. You close under the 124.99. That would be a failure there. Now, the thing that's intriguing about the small caps is this. You don't want to be short in those small caps, because inside those small caps, what you do have is that you have those commodity stocks, folks, and the commodities are moving. Gold. Let's go to the gold contract. So what do we have with gold? So if we back up a little, what you had out here last Friday was this. Last Friday, you had the jobs report come out. As the jobs report come out, bottom line was half the amount of jobs that were created. What ends up happening? Dollar goes down, 1,300 ticks. Gold basically, let's see, no, gold market was closed. It was, let's see. Yeah, the gold market was closed. Maybe it was open 8:30 to 9:15. No, gold market was closed. So bottom line, we open up this morning. Gold goes to 12.24. You're at 12.17 right now. Now, this gold market is going to need the futures market need more volume. Well, we've done 96,000 contracts out here today. You need more than that. We're going into 113,000, which isn't bad, by the way, okay? But the bottom line, I want to see more juice into that. The equities themselves, if we take a look at the XAU, the HUI, they have some really good juice in them. The volume is coming in many of the equities. One particular equity that we don't own, in fact, I've never owned it, but this is something you're going to watch like a hawk, and this is why. It's Barrick Gold, folks, okay? ABX. We were talking about this a little last week, and what you have with Barrick Gold is this. Barrick Gold came off the bottom, had some real juice off the bottom, but Barrick Gold is one of the first equities that is getting up to its January swing points. So those January swing points are crucial to wrap your head around, because the bottom line is that Barrick gets up there with volume. Guess what? We'll have other equities inside that gold miners index following it up there. Now, let's go take a look at the King Dollar. So King Dollar, what we had out here is this. King Dollar thus far is trading out at 96.91. And what we've had is this. King Dollar came down hard on Thursday. Friday, rather. No, let's see. Yeah, Friday, because the currency markets were open. That was down 1,300 ticks. What we've done thus far out here is you really had done a sideways move. So we'll see where this baby shakes out. King Dollar's done actually quite a reversal from the lows out here today. The lows out here today were at 96.49, and right now you're at 97.25. It's still a sideways move. You've come into the swing point of the 96.31. That's what it wants to test, and it hasn't hit that baby yet. So I do expect you will see that get tested. We go over to the bond market. We take a look at the bond market. We'll put up the TLT inside these bonds. That's the 20-year bond plus fund, TY. And what we have with, come on, baby. No, we're not in 2016 yet, which I'm putting up. 2015, we're still digging, right? TYM5. Okay, so we take a look at the bond market. What we have is this. You're back on, the 10 years back on 17 ticks. 400,000. Now, this is still building cause for higher price. You're still building cause. Okay, so the 10-year can back down to about 128.30. The 30-year, which is down 2 full points right now, That's down on 102,000 contracts, and that's really light volume. That's going down 102,000, going into 268. The TLT, we take a look at the TLT and see how she's trading. The TLT is backing down on 4.5 million, and that, I believe, is going into 9 million. She's going into, okay, so the TLT is going into, 9.5 million. That's not enough. She's backing down into the March 26th downdraft, and she's backing into that level with dramatically lighter volume. So what I expect you're going to see there is that little baby is also going to basically reject a lower price, and we'll see that baby go higher. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow Industrials right now are up 147. You get the NASDAQ up 32. S&Ps are up 16.5. Gold's up 15. Silver's up 33. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor, Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now is up 149. Nasdaq's up 34. S&Ps are up 17. Let's go to John in New Hampshire. Hey, John, what's going on?
How you doing? Nice to talk to you.
You also, man. You having a good day out there?
Yeah, it's been great. After a good weekend, it's nice to watch this market try to rally up and fall apart.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I'm with you, though.
It would be nice. Hey, I got a question for you about basically your day trading. I guess what charting software do you use? Well, I got three questions. What charting software do you use? What data feed do you use? And what broker do you use for order placement?
Okay. I use TD Ameritrade. Been using them forever. And you can use all of that. You can use their charts, you can use their data feed, and it's free. Now, what happens for me, unfortunately, this is how this works, folks, which is really bizarre. Well, it's not bizarre, but it's not free for me, because what happens is that I'm considered a professional. So the difference is dramatic in the aspect of feeds. New York Stock Exchange ends up costing me like a couple $100 a month. NASDAQ costs me something else. Same thing. But for retail clients, it's free, or it's very minimal. I have three separate systems, but the reality is that for what you do, TD Ameritrade works awesome, man. That's the bottom line. I mean, I have a Bloomberg, but I've had a Bloomberg for 14 years. I use eSignal, because I like using eSignal for the futures, because on the E-minis it's really quick. But I would direct anyone right to TD Ameritrade. I use it, and the charts are great, the data feed's great, the execution's great, man, and that's all you need,
Okay. So you use Thinkorswims?
I do.
Is that it?
I do.
Okay.
And it's all on one platform, which is so cool, man. I mean, it doesn't matter what you trade, or whether I would suggest that you don't trade currencies, but you can there, because if you're going to trade currencies, you might as well do Nadex, because currencies are so, wild. But the futures, equities, and options right on one platform, man. Years ago, you'd have two different accounts and all this, folks. It's combined into one account, so it's really cool.
All right. Now, do you have a backup platform for executing orders, or broker, or do you just do the?
I do, but you don't need that, man. I do. Yes, I do. I have three platforms, man. Okay, that's the bottom line. So.
What's your third one? I guess you told me eSignal.
eSignal and Bloomberg. I have a Bloomberg.
Oh, Bloomberg.
A Bloomberg, you can go out anywhere, but you don't. I don't even use it. I mean, I use Bloomberg all the time because I'm hooked on it, okay? It's one of those deals every single quarter I'm saying I'm going to get rid of it, and then I don't get rid of it.
Yeah.
Because it's wicked. It's Bloomberg is $7,000, $7,500 a quarter, man, so.
Wow, yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, so. Now, you want to look at the IWM?
Yeah, well, I was looking at the action, and it's, with this low volume and a big candle, was like, what the hell's going on here,
And listen, I know that what's going on is this. Okay, so picture this, folks. The IWM, I said at the beginning, that's the one I wouldn't short. And the reason I wouldn't short it is this. Now, it's going to be a failure today. That's what it looks like, okay? But the reason I wouldn't short it is because inside the commodities markets, you have a lot of those small stocks are in the Russell 2000 and the Russell 5000, okay? So, these commodities are starting to move, and they're coming off the bottom. So if the commodities do move like I think they're going to move, the IWM has a higher chance of going higher. If you're going to short something, I'd short the S&P. The S&P's set up really nice. I'm not short the S&P right now. We're short like 6 different individual stocks. I am short the S&P right now going into the close on the Nadex platform, though. That's a different ballgame. I'm just shooting for anything under 2077 right now. So.
Okay. Actually, I'm sorry. I have one more follow-up question. Is there a brokerage account that you could recommend if somebody can't use Ameritrade?
No, because that's all I use.
Okay.
Why wouldn't you be able to use Ameritrade?
Well, actually, I'm using Ameritrade now, but I'm using their old platform, the Strategy Desk, because they have a lot more flexibility than the Thinkorswim. Just the way you can set up your charts. I can look at 12 different charts all on one screen, and I can resize them all, and I can see everything that's going on, but I can't do that with Thinkorswim. It's very limited to what you can see.
I wonder why. I don't.
Yeah, you can't set it up so that you can see many charts like that. And if you have a bunch of indicators on each chart, they just hide them all on you.
I would call someone up and talk to them because what happens is that the actual architecture that TD is using is Thinkorswim architecture.
Yeah, actually I did. I tried talking to them, but they said, "Oh, you just can't do that."
Okay, man. Well, life in the city, I guess. Sorry, man.
It is. Thanks for your input.
Okay, have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Folks, when you come over to our website at TFNN, now this is pretty cool, folks, okay? You know, we've been thinking of doing this for a long time. If you happen to be, you know, writing blogs in the financial industry, if you have a lot of folks, whether you're out in chat boards that you come in contact with that think they may like Tiger TV, we just started an affiliate program. We did this Sunday night. Okay, now check this out because this is really cool. Affiliate programs have been around forever, folks. There's no doubt about that. This is unique in the aspect that this costs you $0. Zero, okay? The way that it works is that if you, let's say you write financial articles, you put a link in there saying that, hey, you know, you might like Tiger TV. We get 10 hours of live program every day. Let's picture that person comes over and watches Tiger TV. As they watch Tiger TV, if they buy anything on our site, any of the newsletters, any of the workshops, you will receive 30% gross of what they buy. Now, the thing that's really neat about this, okay, is that, you know, of course we sell newsletters. You get reoccurring subscriptions. Zero cost. You get 30%. And the way that we do it, folks, is this, is that what the links themselves, let's say if someone comes over and they haven't been to, that you turn them on to Tiger TV or TFNN. Any person that you had turned on, as long as they buy something within 6 months, that is your customer. And that's your customer on a subscription basis forever, for as long as they're there. So if it's something, you know, you are interested in, go over, check it out on the front page of TFNN. You're going to see it's 30% right across the board. So it's real bread. You know, folks that are in the business will be able to really get some big traction with it. And that's basically how it is set up. But you know what? There's plenty of you Tigers and Tigresses we know that are out on the financial boards quite a bit. And bottom line, it's a great way for us to get business, and it's a great way for many of the Tigers or Tigresses to get incremental revenue that you have a zero risk on. That's what it really comes down to, which you know is really cool. No two ways about that. Market-wise, what do we got out here? We're up 144. The futures are at, let's see, they're at 76 right now. This is going to get interesting because they don't have to, it looks to me like we're going to be at, this would be really wild, Jay. We could be at 2070. And on the, I think that's all you need is 2070, isn't it? Yeah, it is, man. Oh, this is going to be a trip watching this thing come in. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We get the Dow up 150, Nasdaq's up 36, S&Ps are up 17.5. And if we go over and we take a look at some of the higher volume stocks in this low volume market, you have Applied Materials down 2. We get Apple up $2. Halliburton's up $1.97. You get Facebook up $1.20. We have inside some of the Dow stocks, you get Boeing up 194, Caterpillar's up 143. And if we look inside the Dow to see what's giving it its strength right now, you have Microsoft, that's the leader out there. That's up $1.38. Chevron is next, up 207. Caterpillar is up 144, and Apple is up 212. Taken away from it, there's only 2 Dow stocks that are in the negative. You have Johnson & Johnson down 38 cents, and Disney is off 21. Inside the NDX 100, what do we have? We take a look at the NDX 100. Leading the NDX 100 up is Tesla. That's up $13.50. You have Mattel up 128. That's a dead cat bounce. SanDisk, also a dead cat bounce. The stock has got killed. That is up 273 right now. That's after trading at $67 after coming off the high of $104. So that gets really interesting, and that you want to wrap your head around that, folks, as to what the leaders are versus the laggards, and are those leaders dead cat bounces, or is it real momentum top side? And the NDX cases, they're not leaders. Altera is bringing the NDX 100 down. That is down to $1.88. You get Baidu.com down to $4.85. American Airlines just keep hammering that baby. It's only down $1 right now, but that has just been a continuing hammer, and that's down 98 cents at $48. And Celgene is off 125. If we do go over to the IBB. The IBB, folks, looks to me like you're building cars to get into lower price. This is really going to be interesting about the IBB. This is why. So the IBB has everything to do with not only the biotech index, okay, but so many of those stocks are $400 stocks that they affect the NASDAQ composite in a huge way, because the NASDAQ composite is a modified composite. Bottom line is that we came off the high of 374, and that was on March 6th. Okay, no, 1 second. There we go. March 20th. That was March 20th. Okay, so you come off the high, have a high volume low that's laying out there at 333.78. You tried to get higher today, so we tried to get higher. We have lighter volume. We only got 1.2 million shares going into 3.9 million, and it can't hold price. So with that setting up, it's building some cars to come into this lower swing point, see if it can break it. Yeah, bottom line, we'll see in the next few days if it can actually take that level apart. But it's going to go after that level. That's how this baby is set up right now. We go over and we take a look at a couple of the gold stocks out here. If we go look at Agnico Eagle, AEM, we pull this baby up, and so what you're going to see with Agnico Eagle is this. It's up $1.20. We're trading at $30.92. Now, this also is going to need more juice. I'm glad that it didn't get, up and over the swing point today, but it got right to it and tested it. It's like, okay, man, is that all you can handle? And it came right to the penny, too, by the way. So we'll see how this shakes out tomorrow. But that's a crucial number to get by. When I was talking about the Barrick deal, what is really cool, the correlation, if we did a correlation between AEM, where it's trading now, versus where Barrick is almost at. AEM is at 30, where Barrick is trading at, AEM would be 34. So that number is a large number, folks. And the way that Barrick is trading, it's like, okay, what is that all about? And it's hard to tell. In fact, there's a couple of gold equities that are moving out here today, really moving with velocity. And it's like, okay, what is this all about? Is there going to be someone that's going to step in and try to take them out? The reason being is this, is that once this market starts moving again, these stocks have got hammered. So if someone's going to come in and try to take another entity out, these would be the places that they try to do it. The hardest part would be to get the financing. That's kind of how this is shaken out. And what's intriguing about the Barrick move, I'm looking at that, I'm saying to myself, is Barrick, Barrick would have the wherewithal to go get money because they're so large, even though they're so far in the hole. But they'd have the wherewithal to get the bread. So is that moving because they are going to be able to take advantage of the other companies when these other companies, the low price is pretty extensive? We were just talking about the affiliate program over at TFNN. If you're into the options market, folks, I'm going to be doing a options workshop. That options workshop is going to be a week from this coming Wednesday. It's going to be April 15th. Great day to do it, right? It's going to be from 5 o'clock to 6:30 at night. It's only $97. And inside those $97, inside that hour and a half, folks, what we're going to go through is the foundations for decent option trading. It's going to be pretty extensive. It's going to be real extensive. I've done this before, but I haven't done this in about 5 or 6 years. But what has happened and transpired in those years, of course, is that the options market itself, absolutely, the spreads are tiny. You can put on decent-sized positions without a large type of risk. So if you want to check that out, that's right on the front page of TFNN. It's only $97. It's going to be for an hour and a half. If you can't make it live, that will be on your page for an additional 30 days. Let's go and we take a look at this E-mini once again coming into the close. This is going to be an interesting close as we come in. It looks like it's hanging up there. But what you do have is that when you come in with a market like we have right now, meaning that what we did intraday out here, okay? Intraday, you had the pop. The market was closed when the news come out. You have the European markets were closed today, okay? So that wasn't about to push anything around. We'll see thus far if, in fact, they can sell these S&Ps down a bit more. The number would be, at this point, we made 2080. And what 2080 specifically is, folks, is this. 2080 was the high that was generated out here, and that was on the 31st, I believe. Yeah, no, it was on the, it was 2081.75. 2081.75 was on the 30th. It came up to that level, and here, if I put the SPY up, you can see this correlation. I just put this on a daily for you for a second so you can see what the correlation is. The SPY correlation is that thus far we've done 86 million shares, and even that day we did 96 million. So bottom line is that was anemic that day coming into that, and it's actually going into the downdraft of 159 million. So it's pretty extensive what it actually is going into, and we'll see if in fact it can basically hold price coming into these levels. The volatility inside the currency markets is there big time. This dollar movement out here gets really intriguing out here today. The reason being is that the dollar was down 1,300 ticks. Dollar out here today from like 230 on, it made a move. I mean, this is really interesting because the euro was up. Not huge, but was up pretty good. But from 230 on, this dollar just went from 96.82 up to 97.32. So that move in itself was not a bad-looking move. Big Blue, let's go over to Big Blue. They're trying to pump Big Blue around. What Big Blue did is that Big Blue actually got some advisors to advise them of how to keep basically activists out of their business. I can't see an activist going after Big Blue because there's not much they can do, folks. Big Blue has been buying their stock back for the last 5 years, keeping their price up, and that's normally the first thing that an activist does. So bottom line is that you're at 162.45. What I expect you're going to see once you're getting up to that 164.50, once again, you're going to see more selling inside of Big Blue. Walmart. We go over and take a look at Walmart. Walmart today is up 38 cents. Now, Walmart's been having a really tough time. And it's like, okay, the least expensive store, bottom line can't sell. Is that inflation? Is that the wages going up? Walmart right now is trading at 81.11. And that wants to go after that 72 to 74. That 72 to 74 level is the high volume low that was established out there on the October 15th. The October 15th date, folks, stamp it on your forehead. Just stamp it, okay? Because that's where this baby's going. It's going to be a trip watching this whole thing shake out. Because on the S&Ps, that is a long way down. Right now, you get the Dow Dow's up 131, Nasdaq's up 33, S&Ps are up 14.5. We're going to be right back.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, Market Scanner, and Trading Strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow is up 131 right now. Nasdaq's up 32. S&Ps are up 15 and a half. And if we go over and we take a look first at the financial sector, we use the XLF. What's happening in the financial sector right now, folks, is you're up 3 pennies. Doesn't have any traction, doesn't have any volume. Bottom line is this financial sector, the XLF wants to get down into this $22.26 level. So it's going to be really intriguing that the financial sector itself, it's done 12 million shares. And check this out. This is pretty wild. So you'd think that, bottom line, you get banks, they make a fortune, right? They pay a fortune in fines because they're all crooks. But the bottom line, they make a fortune simultaneously. Bottom line, it's going into 32 million with 12 million, okay? Not even close. If we go take a look at the XLE, so you have the oil market that got a nice bounce out here today. XLE, you're up $1.40. You're at $79, and this is going to need more juice also. What I do expect you will see, though, is that that baby, we're at $79.13, and she can absolutely run to this $80.40 level. Let's go see what ExxonMobil's doing, because ExxonMobil is the top dog inside there. What is happening is that Chevron and Halliburton is helping the XLE pretty much out here today. ExxonMobil still doesn't have anything. It's pretty amazing, actually. You're at 8.7 million on the volume. You're up 95 cents. That is going into just you're going up to 15 million. You're talking about half the amount of volume that you're going into. And this is what the difference is out here today, too, by the way, folks. This is a full trading day. Markets were closed on Friday. You have Europe that, yes, is closed. It's Easter Monday in Europe. But bottom line, in the United States, it's a full trading day. And this juice is just not here, and it's not here right across the board. The indices out here will probably do about 650 million. That's not even close. That's on the NYSE. The NASDAQ will do about 1.5. The 1.5 doesn't get it either. So we'll see how this shakes out coming into the close. What is going to be intriguing is that how these currencies trade overnight. Because what you definitely do have is that the dollar basically got some strength after huge amount of weakness, down 1,300 ticks as that jobs number came out. And, of course, the battle lines are set up. The Fed going to go up, not go up? What is it going to be all about? You've heard this a dozen times, meaning that, okay, so you have a jobs number that comes out that's bad. Bottom line, what ends up happening is that gold takes off, dollar goes down, bonds take off, bonds give it back up today, but guess what? That bond market is not done. That bond market wants higher price. The way that the absolute market is trading inside the bond market, it's saying that rates are not going up. Right now we're at 1.9 on the 10-year. And what's really cool? So check this out. This is a pretty cool statistic. That over the course, in fact, I'll find this for the next hour. Over the course of the, I think they were taking like the last 30 years. If you take the spread inside the bond market, meaning between the 5 and the 30, the spread itself, if you pay more attention to the spread than what the Fed says, you're going to be 10 times better off. There's a statistic out here today. I was reading it earlier. And the bottom line is that whoever had this was pretty cool what they're saying. They're saying there's absolutely, the Fed can say as much as they want, but guess what? The market's saying something different. And what's intriguing about that, folks, is this. Is that, you hear many times, well, pay attention to the market. The market is saying, guess what? These rates are not going up, no matter what the Fed wants to do, says to do, all of the above. So we'll see where that definitely does shake out. But when you look around the world, bottom line is that our rates are dramatically higher than the rest of the world right now. That's how this whole thing is, and that's we'll see. Can our economy handle that? It looks to me like it's not going to happen. It's particularly not going to happen. The next meeting, you do have one meeting in April. You not have a meeting in May. You get a meeting in June. The ironic part about it is they don't do it in June. You know when the next meeting is, folks? September. And what is September? September is normally one of the worst months of the year. Why? Because that's kind of just how it shakes out on a continual basis. So that'd be really wild if, in fact, they don't do the 25 basis points in June. We'll see if push comes to shove going into the September time frame, if, in fact, that's when they decide that, okay, we got to do something about this. Let's go over and we take a look at Apple. Apple's one of the leaders out here today inside the Dow Industrials, as well as the NDX 100. What you have with Apple, Apple's up $1.99. You're doing 34 million shares. That 34 million shares, folks, is coming into 88 million, okay? So what you're doing with Apple is that you're coming into the downdraft that was created on the 9th of March, and the 10th of March, rather. Apple had gapped away. We're at 127.88. When it had gapped away, it had opened at the 127.22. It's going into the gap, and the bottom line is that Apple also is going to need a lot more volume in order to basically sustain higher price. As we're coming into the breakout here, so check out that affiliate program at TFNN, folks. You want to make 30% on gross on what we do here at TFNN. If you're a financial blog writer, if you out on those chat boards, check it out, see if it would work for you. And, of course, I'm going to be doing the options, the foundation of option trading. That's going to be a week from this Wednesday. That's only $97. It's going to be an hour and a half. Volume, we're not going to do the volume out here. If we take a look at the SPY, the SPY right now is trading out at 207.91, and what you're going to have at 207.91 is this, is that you got over and into the 208.65, which was the 208.61 was the high of the 30th. You're going to close underneath it. You're going to have lighter volume. That's a failure. That's not even going into your downdraft. The downdraft is vicious, folks. The downdraft is where we had 159 million shares. You don't even have to take that one, which is really bizarre. Bottom line is that you're taking one that is later than that, when it couldn't. That was another failure. That's when the SPY went from 208.61 down into 204.51. And the bottom line is that how that is trading right now, guess what? That's saying that, hey, you're failing at those levels. That's saying lower prices are coming at us. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We'll be coming right back. Dow right now is up 124. You get the NASDAQ up 31. S&Ps are up 14.5. We're going to right back, folks.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to Nick in Tampa. Hey, Nick, what's going on?
Tom O'Brien, it is an absolute pleasure.
Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you calling.
No problem. Dude, I've been listening to your show for about 2 years now, and it has just been wonderful. I listen to you, Basil, Andy. You guys do an amazing job.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate you growling and prowling out here with us.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We're here 5 days a week. Sorry about that, folks. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great week, folks. This quote here is by Christian Larson. Live in faith that the whole world is on your side so long as you are true to the best that you can be. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 117, NASDAQ up 30, S&P's up 13, gold contract up $14.90, traded $1,215 an ounce. Now, we had what gold is this, folks. You had the jobs numbers come out on Friday morning. Market was closed, gold market's closed. Gold shot up higher today. You're up to 1220. We closed at 1580. We want to see some more volume in it. Got the juice going, got the wide price spread going. We do want to see more volume in it. Silver, that took off topside also, up 28 cents, $17.98. Also want to see more volume there. Platinum, up $20 at a $1,177 an ounce. Copper was flat at $2.71 a pound. Light sweet crude went up $2.83 at $51.96. Bonds. Bond market's going to get intriguing. This is what we have. The 10-year went up 15 ticks, down 15 ticks rather, 129.14. 30-year went down 2 points at 163.27. Those had gone topside. Bond market was open for about a half hour on Friday. Bond market took off topside, had wide price spread, had conviction, all the above. We backed down today with lighter volume. Bonds still want higher price. King dollar right now, closed up 434 ticks at 97.23. However, what you had with King dollar is this. King dollar was down 1,300 ticks on Friday. What you did do today is that you rejected lower price, and we did have lighter volume. So bottom line is that King dollar, we'll see whether King dollar can get into higher price. The euro today was down 31 after being up 30. We're at 109.38, and the yen is up 53 at 119.50. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Now, in the world of the S&Ps, this is so cool. Okay, so check it out. You get a full trading day here, but yet we had no juice. The S&Ps, if we take a look at the SPY did 99 million shares. Bottom line, you're going into 150 million, 159 million. We got to a price point out here of 208.45. Now, the 208.45, folks, got up and over the last time that we tried to get into the downdraft. So a couple of your benchmarks go like this out here on the S&P. Our high was established on the 2nd of March. When we came off that high, March 6th is a big benchmark, as well as the 25th. Why? Both of those days, you had wide price spread. You had accelerated volume as you went to lower price. When we went up on the 30th of March, rather, it couldn't take out the downdraft. What we did today is that we got into the price point of the 30th with 3 million more shares, and we still couldn't take it out. We closed underneath it. That sets up that, guess what? You're going to back down again into this 206.37. And what we're doing here is that we're building cause for lower price. So volatility, I expect you're going to see volatility out here the next few days. The VIX certainly isn't showing it. There's no fear in the marketplace still. Bottom line is that the VIX is trading at 14.64. We go into the NDX 100. You take a look at the 3Qs. Same setup in the 3Qs. The 3Qs was up 86 cents today. 3Qs did not fail. The difference with the 3Qs is this. is that the 3Qs never even made it to the 30th. You'd have to make it to the 30th first to fail. The 30th high is 106.82. Now, what the 3Qs have shown is this. They're much weaker than the S&Ps. The difference of, the S&Ps were higher, they failed, well, they went against something. That's the heads up here. We are going against that downdraft, and that downdraft had 45 million shares, I believe. 41 million. So we went 22 into 41 million. Gold contract. Let's go to gold. Okay, so what did gold do? Gold, nice move, folks, okay? But what we do want to see is that we need more volume. The contract itself did 100,000 contracts today. You need more than that. We need like 130, 140, 150. The swing point that it was going into, I believe it tagged it, we got to 1224, and the swing point was 1220, yeah. So we tagged the swing point. That swing point out there had 113,000. We did 100,000. So bottom line, you need more. So you can, I expect the gold probably pull back to 1208 again. The XAU and the HUI, I liked how they moved. The bottom line, in both cases, you had some action there in those indices. The XAU was up $8.51. You're trading at, that can't be right. 1 second. No, hold on. XAU. XA, that would have been a trip. XAU is up $2.52. You're trading at 70.48, and the cool thing is that it didn't make the swing yet, and that's how you'd want it to set up. So the swing point on the XAU is 71.44. We'll see whether we get the accelerating volume as we get up to that level. If we take a look at the Gold Bugs Index, the HUI, what you are going to see also inside the HUI is that you gapped higher. HUI was up $6.32 at 173. Now, what's going to get interesting on this one is that the high is 175.62. So we're going to open right at the high. That is a nice indication. I like that when you're going into swing points, you haven't got over the swing point, because I expect what you more than likely you have out here today. It's going to be a real tight one, whether we did have higher volume than the swings. And what happens, folks, with the XAU and the HUI, you don't get the volume characteristic until about 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. What we did have, which I mentioned a little bit earlier in the first hour, now I don't own this, we haven't owned this, but this is encouraging in the aspect of what is going on inside Barrick Gold. And the reason is this. Barrick's always been a dog. Barrick is leading right now. Barrick was up 73 cents today, had a huge wide price spread, accelerated volume last Thursday. And she's following through, and she's going to be going after these swing highs that were established out here in January. And that essence is big. The reason being is that if you get Barrick going up to those levels, the rest of them will follow them. And those levels inside the rest of the market are extensive, and they're good big percentage moves from where we are right now, folks. King Dollar. Let's go take a look at King Dollar, because King Dollar, folks, is moving markets around. My take is that King Dollar's topped out. Bottom line, we'll see if that's the case, but bottom line, King Dollar has, hit a high of 100.75. That was on the 13th of March. That had done a 1 to 2 ABC structure in the way up. And as I said, if you do anything over a 1 to 1.618, it's a total reversal of the market, whether you're going up or down. It doesn't matter which way you go. What King Dollar did out here today is this. King Dollar rejected 96.49, closed at 97.24. We had 30,000 contracts traded. So what you do have there is that, you're going into that lowest swing point from the 26th, and you're doing that with lighter volume, because we had 46,000 contracts there. That's in the smaller take. Larger take is that downdraft that was established out there on March 18th still wants to be tested. Bonds, if we take a look at the TLT, what we have inside the TLT is this. TLT back down today. This is a 20-year bond plus fund that backed down, and it did back down with light of all. And we backed down with 5.9 million shares going into the 26th, where it had 9.5 million. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Dow right now finished up 117. The Nasdaq up 30. S&P's up 13.5. Gold up 14.60. Silver up 27 cents. We're going to be right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, Nasdaq, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Trade with confidence and clarity while using the software that thousands of institutional traders rely on to make the best and most accurate decisions. Choose from 1,000 equities, currencies, and futures instruments utilizing the TAS architecture. As seen on Bloomberg terminals worldwide, the TAS Profile Scanner is a benchmark technical filtering system that thousands of traders rely on, and now you can too. For a limited time for TFNN subscribers only, we've reduced the price to just $97. That's over 75% off. John Logan hosted a special subscriber-only webinar in December, and you'll gain access to that archive as well, so you can learn exactly what the TAS Profile Scanner can do for you. Try this product out. No matter what you trade, the TAS Profile Scanner can help you make more informed trading decisions. There's no obligation to pay anything. Don't let this offer pass you by. Get your 30-day free trial to the TAS Profile Scanner today by signing up at TFNN.com. Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. You had the Dow finish up 117. NASDAQ was up 30. S&Ps are up 13. Now, inside the Dow Industrials, folks, check it out, because this got really intriguing coming into the close out here. What you had is that the equities that couldn't hold it and start bringing it to lower, just a few of them, but the bottom line: Johnson & Johnson, Disney was down 37. You had Visa off 9. American Express was off 7. What that's saying, though, is this. So check this out. Microsoft was the leader out there. So if we go take a look at Microsoft, let's pull up Microsoft first, because what we're looking for is that you're looking at the leaders and saying, okay, talk to me. Are you an equity that wants to go higher, or is this a dead cat bounce after you've already got smoked on the way down? So when you look at Microsoft, Microsoft's up $1.20. And bottom line, folks, is that you're at $41. Microsoft came off its high of $50. Your October 15th swing low is $42.30. It already blew that baby apart. So you absolutely have a dead cat bounce that's happening out here. 3M was the next leader out here. 3M was up $2.68. In 3M's case, what you have, that is an equity that's still in a consolidation. It's been trading the same place going all the way back to the 19th of December. So it's certainly not a dead cat bounce. 3M could break out. We'll see how that shakes out. So when you're looking at strength or weakness, bottom line, 3M, you'd say, okay, that's strength. Apple would be the next one. Apple was the third leader inside the Dow Industrials there. Apple would be the same type of setup. That bottom line, that's right next to highs. That absolutely could go higher. I don't think it's going to go higher, but when you're checking them off like this, bottom line, whether it's bullish or bearish, that certainly is also not a dead cat bounce. Now we go to the fourth leader inside the Dow Industrials. Fourth leader inside the Dow is Caterpillar. Caterpillar, dead meat in an extraordinary way. Caterpillar's at 81. That's off the highs of 109. Your high volume swing low, which the whole market wants to go after, October 15th swing low on Caterpillar, folks, was $90. Caterpillar had got down to the $90 price point. It bounced, and it had bounced up to 107. So it went up $17 off the high volume swing, and then boom, just went straight down, and then ended up with another higher volume low. And it has a few of them right now. Right now, the $79 is game once again. So it's pretty wild watching this whole baby shake out. Where those high volume lows are, specifically the October 15th high volume low. We go up and we take a look at the IYR. So the IYR is commercial real estate. It's the biggest malls in the United States. So check this out. The IYR, well, here, I'll give you an idea what's inside it first, because this is going to be really cool watching this one shake out. So the highest weighting structure is Simon. Simon is the biggest property mall owner. That's 7%. American Tower, 4.7. Now, what's cool about American Tower, that's quite a business plan. American Tower basically is towers putting cell phones, anything else that is on it digitally, and getting huge rents for them. Public storage is third. It's pretty good, too. Now, Equity Residential, huge apartment owner. Crown Castle, that's a landowner. Then you have a couple healthcare REITs. Then you get Boston Properties. So inside of that, bottom line, what you have is this. The IYR had hit a high in January. That high that was established is 83. Now, you came off the high. We're going to do this slowly so you can see how this is, because this is really subtle, and we'll see how this is going to shake out. But my take is that we're going to test the last swing high, and you're going to see that it's not going to be able to handle price and volume. But I'll show you why here. So the high that was established was 83.54. That was January 28th. Now, we came off that high, and it's always dangerous when you come off with high volume. We came off that high on February 2nd with big volume, big time. You came down with 24 million shares. We get lower. We have another high volume low with 20 million shares, which is the low right now, and that was on the 6th of March. That price point is 76. We do a counter trend bounce, you get all the way up to 82. Then what ends up happening is this, is that volume comes out of the stock again, you back down again, and we back down with 15 million shares. Today you went higher with 10. It's going to go after that last swing point, folks. The last swing point is 82.41. We'll see how it handles it as it gets up to that level. That one there is going to be really intriguing to watch. One of the main reasons is that this has to do with the differential, once again, inside the real estate market and the bond market. The bond market is a big number when you're looking at that. There's no two ways about it. You know, as you're over at our website at TFNN, on the front page, folks, right inside the carousel, you're going to see two new announcements. The first one is that I'm going to be doing an options course. It's a week from this Wednesday. It's only $97. It's going to go from 5 to 6:30 at night. Inside that course, hour and a half, it's going to be very clean, very cut, meaning where you should be buying them, where you should be selling them, what type of risk you should be taking. On the second part of the carousel, you're going to see join the TFNN affiliate program. What the TFNN affiliate program is that you can make 30% on each sale at TFNN as an affiliate. There's no charge for this. You earn 30% commissions. If you bring someone over to TFNN, that's your customer as long as they buy something within 6 months. And we'll be able to, the bottom line is that you send someone to watch Tiger TV, you're not even sending them over to buy something. You send them over to watch Tiger TV. If you think Tiger TV is good, great. Send them over. Bottom line, if they end up buying any newsletter, any workshop, you get 30% of it. The reoccurring subscription value, if they buy a subscription, bottom line, you get 30% of that for as long as they get the subscription. So this is a program that we've looked at for a long time. We have a lot of tigers and tigresses out there. It really will work great if, in fact, you're a financial writer, and we have a lot of those out there. If you're on those chat rooms, if you do bottom line investor groups, that is a great way to basically turn people onto TFNN. And check it out. That's right on the front page. So you can get some incremental revenue that could add up very quickly, depending on what type of reach you have inside the financial business. Because there's no doubt that you know, we grow every week. We grow every year, but guess what? We want to grow a lot more. And this is the way that we can spread some of the wealth around as we grow. And bottom line is that we know that word of mouth, no doubt, is the best way to go out there on a continual basis. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back with our man, Mr. Chad Coco from TD Ameritrade. And don't forget, Chad is going to have a great program, as he does every Tuesday, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. And all the programming at TFNN, folks, get right on your cell phone. TFNN.mobi. We're going to be right back, folks.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the TFNN.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow finished up 117. You get the Nasdaq up 30, S&P's up 13.5. And as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the second hour, we have our man, Mr. Chad Coco from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim. And folks, Chad is the best option show on the planet. Now, it's on every Tuesday right here at TFNN, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. You can get all the programming right on your cell phone. TFNN.mobi. We do live programming from 8 o'clock in the morning to 6 in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time. Chad's on 12 to 1. If you want the audio, just go to TFNN.mobi. If you want the video, which you get all his charts also, great charts from TD Ameritrade, the analysis pages, the risk-reward setups. Go to TFNN.com. On the right-hand side, you're going to see a little box that has video, mobile devices. Hit that. Our servers, we're going to know what type of device you're on, folks, and that'll deliver Tiger TV to you. Chad Coco, what's going on?
How's it going, Tom?
It's going great, man. You having a good day out there?
Yeah, pretty good. Can't complain.
Sweet, man. So, what a market today, right? Futures are down 13, and we end up closing up 13.
Yeah, exactly. And the VIX is up on the day as well.
Yeah, man. This VIX, man. No one's scared of anything, man. I mean,
not at all.
Right? 7 ticks, so we're at 1474. That's pretty intense, man. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, let me ask you something. Can you? This gets really intriguing, and I think that when people trade options, right, knowing the premium inside those options is absolutely crucial. And so, I mean, rule of thumb, right, I guess volatility inside the individual options, stock options, right? Mm-hmm. So if they're moving around quite a bit, I mean, that's when that premium goes up, right? Would that be the rule of thumb?
Yeah, definitely a rule of thumb.
Yeah. And it's important to understand this, folks, okay? Because what happens is this, is that you can be right on some of these trades, but if that premium is too much money, then you basically...
You can be wrong.
Yeah. And you know what I've found, Chad, is this, which... I did this morning, too, and it was interesting. I had a couple stocks that were moving around, and I was hoping, okay, because we were closed on Friday, folks, okay? What I was hoping is that the premium would calm down a little. But what happened is that it didn't. But what then I did find is this. Now, this is pretty cool, is that if you can stay in that same sector and find another equity that you think is set up the same, it doesn't have the premium in it, it's a different ball game, man, you know?
Definitely is. Yeah, you can scan for a correlation, find some stocks that trade very similar.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit lower implied vol on them.
Yeah.
Make a winning trade.
No, well, I was actually surprised this morning because it was up a lot in this one particular stock I was looking at, and then inside the same sector, the other one was almost flat. It was a Dow stock. So you know how they stay flat. What happens, folks, is that if you're right on a Dow stock most of the time, you can do really well because the premiums inside Dow stocks are very minimal. It's not like you're trading an Apple or a Tesla. Do you know what I mean? It's, you're not paying a lot for that risk. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, quite a bit lower volatility on those.
Yeah, no doubt. So what are we going to be looking at tomorrow in your show?
Tomorrow I'm going to start off talking about LEAPs, so long-term equity options. We kind of get into options as an investment and some other ways you can use options to start trading if you're not already trading them.
That is awesome, man. Okay, so what happens with a LEAP, folks? Okay, this is really cool, man. I haven't seen something like, we haven't talked about that for a long time, huh?
No, I don't think I ever talked about it here.
That's cool, man. Okay, so what does happen is this. Now, Chad, you may or may not know this, but I'm a big bear in this market right now, okay? Mm-hmm. And this is where my head's going. So if we pull up the SPY, I want to show you something here, right? This is where a LEAP, folks, is pretty cool, actually. Well, anything that's the longer term. So the SPY right now, we're at this 207.83, right? Well, when you look at the rest of the market, folks, and Chad, many of the equities have already made it down to their October 15th swing low. And that swing low, for what I do in the market, Chad, is that I'm always looking for these high volume spikes, higher or lower, okay? So we have a high volume low at 181, and we're trading at 207. It's like, wow, really? And it's crazy because so many equities have already made it down there. Microsoft made it down there. Google made it down there. Forget the oils. They took them all out. They can't even get above them. But there is a situation that if you're looking at something on a longer-term basis, folks, the bottom line is that, he'll talk about what those leaps are all about, and it's not just, if you think the market's going to go to 250 on the S&P too, God bless you, okay? Because no, listen, it works both ways. I traded. Okay, now check this out. This is what ends up happening, folks. Whether you're bullish or bearish, right? When you get those strike prices, and they're out on a longer-term basis, and I'm sure Chad is going to talk about this, the movement is slower, right? But the movement's only slower until you start getting closer to those numbers, and then all of a sudden you have a trade that's a mind-blower, okay? Because if you're right on it and you start getting that into that price point, it's like, oh man, they all of a sudden they won't move, and then all of a sudden, man, when they start moving, they move, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. That's going to be a great topic, particularly because what does happen, we have a lot of folks out there also that are long-term bulls and bears in the S&P, and also, though, inside the gold market. And what happens in the gold market, folks, as long as you got a larger liquid one, and that's, I'm sure, Chad's going to talk about that. You got to make sure that you had a liquid one, and I'm not quite sure. Let me just see something. Whether you'll get that in a couple large gold stocks, I think. But I think they go out for a year and a half. They're not going to go out like a couple years like the S&Ps do. But I think
the GDX goes to January 17th.
Oh, that's good.
There's some decent liquidity in those.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome, man. Yeah, and people love trading the GDX. Yeah, that's so cool, man. And has spring sprung yet?
Yeah, so there's starting to get leaves in the trees. It's starting to roll around. About time.
That's good. And you got baseball happening. You got everything happening at the same time. I like it.
Sure do.
I like it. Well, listen, man, thank you so much. We look forward to that program, noon tomorrow, and we'll be listening.
Sounds good.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. And, folks, if you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform yet, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN. You'll see the banner on the top, on the side. You can hit the banner, bring up the platform, and they will put 25. No, they'll actually you just do paper trading. And Nadex is 25,000. You can do paper trading inside that Thinkorswim platform. And what happens, which is so cool, folks, is that the aspect of how you can set up spreads, whether they're bull spreads, bear spreads, where you think an equity may or may not go, that'll give you a decent understanding of what your risk is, what your defined risk is at all times. And depending what strategy you're using, defined risk is totally where it's at. What we do have inside this marketplace is some decent volatility, and they're moving around. And as you're moving around, as these markets are moving around, the price of whether it's the Qs, the diamonds, the price is huge. So the Qs are trading out at 105 right now. Well, guess what? If you're looking for movement within a couple weeks, because we are at swing points, well, guess what? At a 105.98, whether you wanted to buy, if you wanted to buy a call instead of going in with, let's say, even 100 shares, instead of going with $10,000, the bottom line, you're going in with $130, okay? Defined trade. Same amount of stock you're putting up. You want to sell it? And I just gave you the price of a 105, 105.50, and you're 105.98. So it's really a buy because you're in the money, so you get a nice delta on it. If you're selling a 105.50. Bottom line, you're in that for $940. So it's the defined aspect inside the option market is absolutely huge. It's particularly huge when you're dealing with much higher priced equities. Inside the S&Ps, we're at 207.83, and guess what? Inside the S&Ps, do the same type of setup. You're bullish on it. Guess what? You're into it for $240 instead of 20,000 on 100. If you're selling them, you're into the 207.50 for $181 instead of 18,000. Okay, so it's big numbers, big numbers. Let's go over and take a look at how these S&Ps closed out here. So what we had coming into the close out here was this. You had a small sell-off. We'll put up these futures, and what you're going to see inside these futures is this. The 10-minute bottom line, one operator came in and basically hit it. And they hit it pretty good. Point-wise, it wasn't a huge amount of points. They got it down from the 80 level to the 72 level. But what got it going was 80,000 contracts. Someone hit it with 80,000. We're going to be right back, folks. Stay right there.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Each and every time that the dollar ticks higher, S&P wants higher price. Each and every time that the dollar's ticking lower, guess what? S&P wants lower price. Dollar, the metals, and the S&P are going tick for tick.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. And folks, if you want to see how long it takes for huge judgments to move through the system, this is like really bizarre. So United Technologies, this just came across the tape, won a reversal of $657 million judgment awarded to the U.S. government over alleged overbuilding of jet engines for the military. The appeals court found that the U.S. didn't prove damages from false statements made by the company's Pratt & Whitney unit. The U.S. Court of Appeals, sorry, folks, excuse me, said in Cincinnati today. The court sent the case back to a trial judge for the government for another chance to prove its case. Now, check this out. We're in 2015. This case, this particular case right here, started in 1999. The U.S. sued Pratt unit in 1999, alleging that it knowingly made false claims in a multi-billion-dollar contract to produce engines for the F-15 and F-16 fighters. U.S. Judge Thomas Ross of Dayton, Ohio, in 2013 determined that the government overpaid over 6 years that it brought the engines and awarded $437 million plus interest. The U.S. failed to show, despite evidence of false cost estimates, that the Pratt prices were inflated by fraud. So it has to do whether you could have false cost estimates, but was that fraud? So as this goes along a little bit more, so check this out. United Technologies has long maintained that the government suffered no actual damages as a result of the statements made. Check this out. This case actually started in 1983. John Moran, spokesman for the Hartford, Connecticut, United Technologies, said in an email statement, "We look forward to returning to the district court to finally put an end to this long-running case." So 83, 93, 2003, yeah, unbelievable. United Technologies is also fighting off a separate false claims lawsuit in Wisconsin, where a whistleblower alleges that the company's Sikorsky aircraft unit overbilled the Navy. The Pentagon Inspector General in October subpoenaed Pratt for what it called the company's refusals to provide sufficient documentation on more than $1.5 billion of maintenance work on the C-17 engines. The Ohio lawsuit the government claimed that it overpaid for is for the years, now check this out, 1985 through 1990. There's something seriously wrong, folks, with the way our contracts are structured. If the government is fighting anyone, now, you know, we're in 2015, and we're talking about 1985 and 1990. That's a bureaucracy for you. Okay, let's go over and check out this oil market. So, what do we have out here? Light sweet crude today. Light sweet crude is at 51.96 CLK. Okay, so the way this little baby's set up is that we had some juice come in to the market today. Not enough. It's kind of like gold. You know, we only had 295,000 contracts. One of our tigers want to take a look at this. So what I would do, Mitch, I would go like this. Your last swing point in crude is 52.48. We hit that on the 26th. Now that's a high volume spike, man. It would be saying that tomorrow morning, number one, yes, it can hit it, but man, it would need a big expansion of volume to get up and over that. We did 515,000 contracts there. So depending on which side you're looking to go on this, I would let it get into that area first. You'd have a decent understanding in the morning, you know, 10:30 in the morning, about how you're getting into that area. Now I'll switch gears and go right back to the dollar, because with the dollar, I believe this correlation is here inside all the commodity markets too. And the dollar, folks, is important because it's the pricing of the dollar. What the dollar did out here today is that it did reject lower price and it had lighter volume. I just don't see that it's going to bounce much. And I'd trade this right off the dollar. The dollar index right now is 97.27. I expect you're going to get a bump to like the 97.35. Nothing heavy, maybe 100 ticks. That should stop it right in its tracks. The reason it should stop it is this. The March 19th low swing point, that is the low swing point of it. And there's monster volume there. You're talking about 101,000 contracts there. It's going to be really hard to get into that level at all. So we'll see whether it can make its way into that level. But the way that is set up right now, that's the way it looks. And inside that correlation, if we do go back to the gold contract for a second, we take a look at gold, what you're going to have there is that we also need juice inside the gold contract. We got the price spread out here, folks, but we need more volume. So with gold, we're at 12.14. I do expect we're going to get down to like 12.08 tomorrow morning. In fact, I'd love to get down to 12.08 tomorrow morning. The reason being, I suspect you'll back down with light volume, and you're going to back right into where the strength was from Friday. So that'll be a great move because it's going to be very hard to break into that wide price spread accelerated volume that we had on April 1st. The high of that is 12.08, and we did 150,000 contracts, 151,000 to be exact. It's going to be hard to break that down. The rest of these equities are also setting up for a nice ABC structure on the way down. The gold contract itself, we hit 12.24 today. We hit 12.24. If we hit 12.24, and you have wide price spread, and you get the accelerated volume, you're off to the races to this 13.08, which is the last swing high that's up there. That's what you have technically. Fundamentally, the setup is really sweet. And the reason that it's sweet fundamentally is that no one's talking about gold. No one wants to be in gold. Bottom line, you still have rates that are at zero. You have huge amounts of money that are in the marketplace. Yes, the money's not being used, so inflation is low. I don't believe inflation is dead for a minute in things that you actually need. There's a big difference in the correlation of what we don't need that is cool that you can buy versus what we do need. Inside your housing market, inflation's in there. Food, inflation's in there. Energy, it's great. There's no inflation because the oil market got smoked. So that's really that you can see how that can smooth everything out. Your rents can go up, real estate can go up, food can go up. The oil structure has gone down, so that's helpful. Now look at those three areas again. As you look at those three areas again, what do you still spend huge amounts of money on? Food, clothing, and housing. Big time. This is Tom O'Brien. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking right back here tomorrow. Wow! Go get them, folks.